3X Lex, Chief Product Engineer, CEO of 3X Tech, back in the action. Let's get to it. All right, guys, I think it's time for a moment of clarity and a moment of real talk. Now, let's be real about things here. It's quite a few topics that I want to touch on in this video. I'm going to get back to releasing the videos about the trim levels very soon. I've already dropped the bare metal trim level video and the brass metal trim video. But hey, listen, I want to talk to you guys about a few things today. Maybe I'm confused, but I'm trying to understand where you guys' expectations for all of this stuff is as far as arcade cabinets, pricing, availability, completed products ready to show. I announced this company on March 5th. Nothing before March 5th was announced about 3X Tech. Nothing. On March 5th, I announced this company with the video on this channel. On that video, I clearly stated that I was in the process of developing a prototype arcade cabinet. I was entering the arcade sector, independent arcade sector, and I was coming out with my own cabinet. I showed a prototype that I had been working on, plans and a prototype I have been working on. Never said I had a finished product, never showed a finished product. This was just on March 5th. We're still in March now. Shortly after that, I updated you guys and said I wanted to alter the original plans and I wanted to change the prototype. Went to work on that. Changed the prototype, got about 70-ish% during the way. Been busy at work amongst other things outside of this project. And all of a sudden, everybody's expecting full pricing, full working prototype, all the lights, glitz, glamour, and everything in less than a month. I'm not sure what companies you guys are used to following, but as an actual engineer in real life outside of YouTube and 3X Tech, that's not how things work. When things are announced, things are in development, prototypes have to be built, things have to be tested. I'm not quite sure where you guys got the understanding that I promised you guys to have a completed cabinet within a week or two after the announcement of 3X Tech that was completely running, the bill's ready. Guys, a whole lot of information and things have been shown in the last few weeks for this company. A ton of information. Now, I would respect your views, points, and positions if I had announced this company 6 months ago. If I announced this company back in September and you guys were like, hey, where's the arcade cabinet? Where's this? Where's that? Hey, what you guys are saying would make a lot of sense because you probably would have got the sense you've been led on. But I'm looking at the comments here and, what makes you think? And I announced from the beginning that the cabinet was not ready, the software is not ready, it's all under development. Everything was under development. That was clear in the first video, even from the pictures I shown. I dropped hints on what I was planning on doing. And then in the last week, I've been straightforward on explaining what needs to be done and what exactly you'll be getting per trim level. I'll start dropping individual videos explaining what you'll be receiving per trim level. I know what this stuff's gonna cost, and I already have an idea of what the pricing is gonna be. I've been bombarded about pricing since I announced this company. That's something that's usually not put out this early. But I had so many emails and inquiries and comments about pricing. I decided to be a good sport about this and put out preliminary pricing on what the pricing was going to be for this cabinet. Now, that's a problem. The pricing's too high. Why isn't this cabinet done? And not this and that and this and that. Like, let's be real here. This isn't something that can just be rushed to the market. Like, it takes time to develop something that has a unique style, unique functionality, and works well. I'm working as fast and hard as I can on this project. This is very important. It's very much a passion project for me. I have a lot of interest in this project, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work that's going into researching devices and hardware, software, cabinet construction and design, audio. There's a lot of stuff to this. So, like, to assume that somebody's just sitting around and throwing a bunch of wood in the corner and just random parts off of Amazon and like, hey, it's gonna work. Like, that's not how things work. It's a lot of time and effort has to be put into this. So, and also making 3 different models, 43, 50, and 55, certain things have to be factored into play. Like, and I'm not gonna say any names and or make this an attack thread or talk about other companies, but you have to adjust your control panel and other things of your cabinet as you move up and out sizes. If you go up to a 55-inch, that needs a solid 24-inch control panel. You need a large, deep control panel for a giant screen like that. 43 is a large screen. You need a big control panel for that. Maybe 24 is a bit extreme. Maybe a 21 works well. I've been testing and adjusting a lot of things, and I've been updating videos and including information and showing this stuff along the way, the process, the research, development, all of the information, developer notes, the design of the cabinet. You're seeing things that happens as a product is developed from the beginning, scratch to complete. Now, if you guys don't want to see that, I can shift that out of here and I can just come back when this cabinet is ready and you won't get and it's ready to rock. No more software updates, no more hardware updates, no more cabinet updates, no more updates, period. And I can just come back when everything is 100%, But when I do that, don't complain about a lack of updates. You can't have your cake and eat it too and say, oh, why it's not ready yet? And you're not making enough progress and all of this other stuff. Like, let's be real here. Let's be adults, most importantly. To be honest, I've been pretty surprised by some of the comments in the comment section. I thought this was a fairly supportive crowd on this page. And hey, the company was just announced earlier this month. Like, how on earth could you expect for all of this to be ready and presented this much? The fact that this much has been presented thus far is pretty remarkable. Hey guys, like, let's all be realists. And as far as the pricing is concerned, listen, let's be real. I respect everybody's opinion. If you think the pricing is too much, hey, I don't know what to tell you. That's fine. If it's out of your price range, or I don't know, if you guys were expecting a 50-inch cabinet with HAP controls, PC-based, jamming audio system for $999, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, and I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that won't be happening for that price point. The fact that this cabinet, that is versions of this cabinet under $2,000 is pretty remarkable for what you're getting and the power of these cabinets and what they can do and the functionality of this. At this price point is pretty much the equivalent price point of competitors that are using way inferior hardware, way inferior controls, and way inferior functionality. So why on earth would it be way cheaper than them? Like, realistically, I would like to hear the opinions below. Exactly what price point would you expect for this cabinet based on what you've seen and heard and I've announced with this cabinet? What price point did you possibly expect for this cabinet to be? Did you expect for this cabinet to be $599, $499, $899? Like, how much did you expect for this cabinet to be? Did you expect for all of the options to just be at the cost of the option? As if extra work doesn't have to be done to add additional sticks, holes don't have to be drilled, wires don't have to be ran beyond the initial install of 2 joysticks. You think all of that other stuff doesn't take time to do? I'm building my control panels now, and I can tell you it certainly takes time to do all of these other things. Like, hey guys, like, I'm just asking you guys to be realistic in your expectations within a reasonable time frame, and most importantly, pricing. I'm not sure where you guys are expecting this pricing. How about this? I want you guys to post up companies below that has better pricing and offer a lot more than what I'm offering. Okay? Post the name of the company and link directly to the particular arcade cabinets that do that. That's what I would like for you to do. I would like to see that below. That where they offer way more powerful system, better TVs, better stereos, better design, control panels, everything at way cheaper prices and way cheaper options. Post that below. You know, I would like to see that. Anyway, hey, 3X Lex out, epic rant over. Peace.